We're Kels and Jay, and over the last few years, we've found a passion for building. Actually, at this point, it's more of an addiction. Ooh. Our latest build is this 2015 Ford Turtletop E350 for Julie and her dog Ollie. After 3 weeks of work and a little bit of headache, the build is nearly finished. But before we give you the final tour, it's time to meet Julie and hear about how she got here. Hi guys, we're here with Julie. Excuse me, that was rude. Julie and her dog slash kid, Oliver.
Hello.
So you've been kind of part of the nomadic community for a while.
Yeah, so I've been full-time traveling for about 5 years. I sold my house in Grand Rapids, Michigan, and I actually went to Malaysia for about 5 months and based myself there to be able to travel around Southeast Asia. And then I came back to Michigan and learned about this RVing full-time thing that people were doing this and working remotely, and I could already work remotely. And so I decided that I wanted to explore the US. So I purchased a motorhome. I just took off and left one December in my motorhome.
By yourself?
And by myself. Wow. With Oliver. And then I learned a lot of things along the way. And through the years, I had seen these people that were doing van builds and schoolies, and I was just really curious about it and thought it would be fun to customize my own. Fast forward to this year, all of that research kind of culminated with me finding you guys on the internet, and here we are building out my bus.
Crazy how the internet works, huh?
Yeah.
All right, now that you know Julie's backstory, it's time to have Jay show you a tour of her new home.
So this is where I've been working for the past 3 weeks. Quite a mess. So full disclaimer, before we go look at the bus has like been painted in patches, but still needs to be sanded, all the holes filled, painted, and handles put on drawers and all that kind of stuff. So like, you can get the gist of it, but bear in mind, it's still not 100% to the fine finishes. So here she is. As soon as you come in, pop up countertop to extend the countertop space. And then first thing you notice as you come in is this sofa. So it has 2 drawers, this big one, this small one, diesel heater, outlet, and then both sides of the sofa pull out, so you can have it like that as an L couch, or you can have them both out, so it's a nice big area. Then just flip the latch and you push it back in. So dimensions, this is 4 foot, just for reference. Here will go another seat that'll be able to spin round. Then this area was where the previous AC was, and then there's just an FS access hatch. All the fuses. So the interior space itself is not much bigger than our van, and this was kind of the layout that I kind of wanted to do in the van but didn't really work. But I'm really happy with this layout, the bed and the bathroom next to each other. Let's have a look. So the layout itself, I've got kitchen on one side. This is a 4 foot countertop again with the pop-up, then twin bed sleeping this way, and then behind that door is the bathroom, and then we've got fridge here, toaster oven, storage, and then closet. Still needs to put the sliding doors on that, but it's coming. So let's have a look at the kitchen real quick. We've got upper cabinets, shum shum. I angled it a little bit so it's not straight, so you have like more headroom when you're washing up, I guess. Butcher block countertops with pop-up outlets. So there's 4 outlets on that little unit. Nice bar sink, your standard thing that you can put out the window and all that stuff. And this is a filtered water one. As far as cabinetry, just got 2 big drawers. Oh, got some screws. And then I put this little pantry on the end that I made. So you actually get quite a lot of storage in there. Then moving backwards, I'm really pumped on this design. So I have the lights on a 3-way switch, so you can control the lights from this switch and from one back in bed. Really pumped on how this design turned out. Alright, so twin bed, just did plywood with the holes in it for ventilation. And then behind this door is the wet room. Open this door. And then just before the bathroom, this is like the control center. So like bathroom light, water heater switch, water tank heater, water pump switch. So if we flip this on, bathroom needs cleaning, I know. Nature's Head, I put it up on a little shelf so all the plumbing's underneath there if you ever need to get to it. And then this whole bathroom is a wet bath. 32 by 32 shower pan, little cubby there that will get painted and all sealed off to put toiletries or whatever. So there's a little cubby there, and then on this side, behind this wall, is a cubby that you can get to from the bedroom. And then this bus actually had the double doors for the disabled lift. So they took the lift out, kept the doors, and then under here is like all the mechanical stuff. Fresh tank, water heater, all the plumbing components. I left the access to the shower faucet available, so you can always swap that out if it freezes or anything like that. Then on this side is all the electrical. So the same panel that I always use. It has the 12 volt stuff at the top and the 120 stuff on this side. And then I put the electrical stuff all behind this sliding door. In this system we have 300 amp hours of lithium, the Lynx distributor, DC-DC charger, MPPT, and we went for the 2000 watt inverter this time. And on the roof there is, I think it was just under 400 watts of solar. So this lady will be plugged in at campgrounds for 70% of the time. So we just wanted to give her enough power on the budget to be able to go off grid for a week at a time or whatever else. While we're here, this gives us another angle of the bed. So this is that 3-way switch. And then this light controls these two reading lights that don't have a fuse in them at the moment. I made these spotlight reading lamps, so you could turn these main ones off and have all your reading lights in bed. But yeah, I've wanted to do this design for a while, and this lady was cool enough to let me do it.
It's kind of a crazy thing to like go out by yourself. Like me, even as like a solo female, I'd be like really scared to go out by myself. So like what kind of inspired you to like do that? Like just say like, screw it, I'm leaving everything and I'm just gonna do it.
So my curiosity has really outweighed any fear that I have, and I'm very careful and safe when I travel and take precautions, but I just kind of think, you know, rather than waiting until I'm retired to do all these things, I'm doing it now while I still can, and I feel like I'm at my best when I travel. And now later in life, I'm in a place where I can take my work with me, and so I can travel and live my life and find different scenery every day.
I feel like there's so many people out there that say like, oh, I want to do it, but like they're too scared. So like what sort of advice would you give to people that want to live this lifestyle but just are like too afraid to do it?
Yeah, I would say that for people that are too afraid, and maybe they're not even afraid, but they just have some apprehensions, or maybe they feel like there's too many logistics to overcome, I would say, first of all, do your research and seek out other people like myself who, you know, have been traveling, and ask questions. Just don't be afraid to be vulnerable and try to discover, you know, how they've overcome some of those fears or why they don't have those fears.
What made you call us in the end?
I really loved Jay's work.
Yeah.
Like, I just thought he was super talented and creative by the little things that he saw. And so I thought, well, I'll just take a chance and email them. And so I did, and you answered me. And then we had been talking a lot in between, and when you got here and we met, we talked, you know, through the layout and everything, and I couldn't believe it, but like after just the first few days, Jay like totally got my vision. I kept thinking, I don't know how he can even remember everything I said. And I would walk into the bus and be like, oh my gosh, like he's doing exactly what I wanted.
I love it.
And so it's just been an amazing experience, and I've been surprised a lot just by your creativity, and Jay and Kelsey are just amazing people, and they've just been, you guys have just been so much fun to have around. And so we don't want them to leave.
I know.
So if you could just stay, that would be great. Yeah, I think it's very rare. You can edit that.
No, I'll edit all this out, don't worry.
Outweighed any, what was?
That was the bug getting zapped. It's nothing to do with your boss, don't worry, it's over there.
You know life's too short, so let's not waste another minute.